ESPN Plus is Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern from Tampa, Florida. We'll have the strawweight main event. To order the main card in English and Spanish, go to espnplus.com. Saturday, it's a big one in the Big Ten. Number 10, Penn State, taking on number 17, Iowa, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central on ABC and the ESPN app. First take on the road again, and this time we've traveled from our home at Pier 17 in New York City down the East Coast to South Carolina, where we've set up shop here at Clemson University. We're having such a good time. First take invading Bowman Field. Look at that sign. Y'all are so wrong for that. Are you seeing that? Trevor Lawrence is the dog. Max, come on. I'm amused by it. And look at this crowd. They're all fired up, ready to go. They're taking on Florida State tomorrow. Let's get right into it, gentlemen. Former Clemson national champion quarterback Deshaun Watson has a huge matchup in Kansas City on Sunday when the 3-2 Texans face off against Patrick Mahomes and the 4-1 Chiefs. This will be the first time these two electric quarterbacks face off head-to-head. Stephen A., could Deshaun Watson eventually get to Showtime Mahomes level?
I think he's almost there. I really do. I'm not going to sit up there and say anybody is a better talent than Patrick Mahomes, because I understand that what we're seeing from him is some special stuff. But I think it's time for everybody to wake up and recognize how special we're seeing stuff from, from Deshaun Watson. You have to take this into consideration. Deshaun Watson is completing 69% of his passes. He's got 11 touchdowns, just one interception on a year. You have some people that literally look at Deshaun Watson right now as a better structured quarterback. The impromptu, the creativity, the extemporaneous stuff that Patrick Mahomes puts forth is what gives him the edge. The fact that he could throw football, look away passes and stuff like that, it magnetizes you, because Patrick Mahomes is clearly a sensational talent with a sensational arm. But I asked this simple question. Excuse me, what is Deshaun Watson? Chopped liver? This brother can fling that football. He can run with the football. He can extend plays. He can make things happen. He doesn't always look as flashy as Patrick Mahomes looks in doing it, but make no mistake about it, Deshaun Watson is a star. And I'm telling you right now, the notion that this brother can't possibly elevate himself to Patrick Mahomes' level in the very near future, y'all are mistaken if y'all think that can't happen. I will give Mahomes the edge, but don't tell me that there's a period on any sentence involving Deshaun Watson as a star quarterback in the National Football League, because I'm telling you right now, he's coming, and he could do a lot of things that a whole bunch of people can't do.
Listen, both have 11 pass TDs this season.
The edge. You give Patrick Mahomes the edge. I give him the edge, the hypotenuse, the circumference. I give him the whole thing. And listen, Deshaun Watson, you know how I have favorites. Deshaun Watson, since college, has been one of my favorite players. If you want to have this conversation about Deshaun Watson and anyone else, I am happy to have it. But it's like when people start to get cute about Aaron Donald. Well, you know, Fletcher Cox is basically, no, Fletcher Cox is great. Then there's Aaron Donald. I remember back in the day, Stephen A., you talk about center fielders. Hey, Bernie Williams or Jim Edmonds, they're just about like Ken Griffey Jr. No, let's stop for a second. Ken Griffey Jr. is his own category. Then we can talk about everybody else. It's the same thing. Patrick Mahomes is operating on his own planet. Now you can have conversations about everyone else after him, like LeBron James a few years ago in the NBA. You could have a conversation. Is he as good as stop it? At Michael Jordan in his prime, Hakeem was a bad brother, as you would say, Stephen A. But you're not. Can he get on Michael Jordan's level? No. Patrick Mahomes is different. He is the only guy we've ever seen in the history of football to do what Patrick Mahomes is doing. Is Aaron Rodgers in his prime, not even anymore. But the difference is, I think Mahomes' arm is a little more electric than Aaron Rodgers. To me, he's like Rodgers meets Favre, and I'll tell you why. Deshaun Watson has that thing where guys want to play with him, want to play for him, make plays for him. He has faith in his teammates, all that. Favre had that thing, right? He had a kind of energy that sometimes Rodgers is said to lack. Mahomes has all of Rodgers' talent, doesn't turn the ball over, Favre's electric arm, and that thing where his teammates are juiced by him. This is the highest level we have ever seen from the position. Right. The answer for Deshaun Watson, I'm sorry, is no.
Here's why you're wrong. Because everything that you're saying about Patrick Mahomes, this subject matter right here, no one's questioning Mahomes. See, that's where your argument is wrong. Because you just finished bloviating about Patrick Mahomes, and the question is, could Watson get to Mahomes' level? So what we're doing is recognizing the fact that Mahomes is on that level. What we're saying is, and what you're saying is, Mahomes is so great that Watson can't reach it. And I'm saying to
that's
you,
what I'm saying.
There is no one, there is nobody that could look at the talent that is Deshaun Watson. Look at what he was in college, how he elevated. Look at what he has been in the pros, how he's elevated, and attach a period to a sentence about him. That's the issue here.
This is what I'm saying. I appreciate that. I appreciate that point, but my very point is, in a world without Patrick Mahomes, I would agree with you. Let's not pretend that just because you're the best, you're Patrick Mahomes. Just because you're once you reach the best level, then anyone else can get on it. Sometimes guys come along where it's not just that they're the best, it's that they are qualitatively different. I am making that claim about Mahomes.
Okay, all right, and let me go back to an analogy that you like. Michael Jordan, for example. We might look at Kobe and others now and say, no, they didn't measure up. But when Kobe was in his prime and he was coming, we did ask questions, and we did wonder about whether or not he could reach. When LeBron James was in his prime, we did wonder, and we had to harken back to the titles that he lost. But as he elevated his level of play and put himself on the Mount Rushmore of basketball, we started asking questions. And what I'm saying to you is that when you look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes and you see that arm and you see what he brings to the table, first of all, let's be clear. Patrick Mahomes is phenomenal. I got love for him. He ain't no Michael Jordan yet. That's number one. Sure. Number two, because he ain't Michael Jordan yet, and he still has things to prove, Deshaun Watson is literally climbing the charts, and we're going to sit up here and ignore the greatness that he is putting on display. And by the way, there is Andy Reid, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, and all of these boys in Kansas City. I know DeAndre Hopkins is in Houston. Another Clemson dude, by the way. Will Fuller, Ken Stills, stuff like that. Deshaun Watson, Bill O'Brien.
I want to go back to Jordan. I want to go back to Jordan. Because remember when Jordan came out as a rookie, dropped 28 a game, and then he got hurt the next season, but came back at Boston Garden, gave Larry Bird 63 in the playoffs at Boston. Okay, but then the third season, which wasn't his best season, but it's when he became really Michael Jordan, averaged 37. I thought back then, this dude is better than Bird and Magic. Oh, he hasn't won the championship. Yeah. Stop it. You're choosing up teams. You're taking that dude first. Not close. I didn't think Magic or Bird were close by Jordan's third year.
Of course not.
But let me say this. When I watched Kobe and I watched LeBron at their best, honestly, they never gave me the feeling, you know what, one day I'm going to think they're better than Jordan. I'm telling you, some dudes, you put your eyeballs on them, and it's easy to forget when you take them off and you look at someone else. Wow, how can anyone look better than what Deshaun Watson's doing here? Then you watch Patrick Mahomes. He's just talented in a different way.
And I don't understand for the life of me how you can look at Patrick Mahomes and say Deshaun Watson can't look like that when you've seen Deshaun Watson perform.
Watson,
I've seen Deshaun Watson ball. Deshaun Watson has a chance. He's not on catch. Patrick Mahomes is better. But Deshaun Watson has a chance to catch him. I'm telling you, Deshaun Watson is special. Deshaun Watson
stood on that talent line three times. Okay. 3 times.
Texans at Chiefs Sunday at 1. We'll pick that game later, and we'll ask Dabo Sweeney about this very debate.
By this, as an aside, I'd just like to say this. It's beautiful that Max and I are sitting there having this debate. All of us are here. The fans here at Clemson. Appreciate y'all being here. We know what kind of week this has been and the kind of subjects we've had to tackle. Isn't it great to close out the week this way, having a ball, reminding everybody about how beautiful sports is?
No
question.
It is.
It's special.
No question. We're having a lot of fun. Thanks to you all. When we return here, more First Take from Bowman Field at Clemson. You don't want to miss where Stephen A. ranks Trevor Lawrence. It's Stephen's A-list coming up. Stay tuned for that.
This is the family who wanted to connect and find inspiration in new places, leading them to discover we're woven together by the moments we share. Everything you need, all in one place. Expedia.
Go to Hilton instead of a travel site and you'll experience a whole new range of emotions. Like the relaxing feeling of knowing you're getting the best price. And the magic power of unlocking your room with your phone. I can read minds too. Really? Book at Hilton.com and get the Hilton Price Match Guarantee.
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. No, really. Those are the actual ingredients. Tostitos. Get to the good stuff.
Alexa, tell me about Neptune's Sorrow by Olivia Watson.
It's a masterstroke of heartache, brutality, and redemption.
The mist crept into the pivot hole beside her.
David.
What did you think of the book?
It's a masterstroke of heartache, brutality, and redemption.
You didn't read it, did you?
I didn't, but I will.
The